What is up, YouTube? It is HollywoodFloss, the worst producer of all time, back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be making a cook-up, maybe like a vintage hip-hop Mac Miller type of kids type of beat or something like that. But before we go any further, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And in the last video, we were using grind from Heat Up 3, so that's what we're going to use to make it. So all the sounds will come mainly or primarily from grind. So let's go ahead and get grind up. And then since we're making kind of like a Mac Miller type beat, I don't want to do a trap, I want to do something maybe in the 90s. So we'll do like 92. Alright, so make sure you get your BPM set on 92. Now with 92 BPM, we'll have different drum placement than the regular trap. Alright, so we'll go through that as well. So let's get right into it. So let's look and see. They have some hip hop, but do we really want to use this? Let's see. And this is A minor, by the way. Oh, that's perfect for Mac Miller type beats. Especially the kids. It's kind of like a hopeful, dreamy, yearning, realization in life type of mixtape that came out. So we'll definitely use these keys right here. We like that. Let's see if we can go in. And Scalar 2 does a great job when you hit performance up here, and when you go into melody, they do a great job of adding a lot. So let's go in and see if we can get something good. Okay, I kind of like that. That's much better. And we're gonna take some keys or and then we're gonna layer it with a pad. So let's get something. We're gonna start with Be About, and this is all in the grind Heat Up 3 bank, and we're gonna move everything over. And I think this is perfect for Mac Miller, early Mac Miller, by the way, because you know later on he's kind of like Anderson .Paak. All right, so we're gonna add that over. So now we got that. We're gonna take it, Alt A, and just drag it on out. All right, so we want at least a 4-bar loop. Now with hip hop, you don't have to have 8-bar loops. You can do a 4-bar loop because the tempo is a little slower. So let's see how that sounds. That's much better. And we're gonna clone it. And we're also gonna take it because Mac Miller it's kind of like Jay Dilla's, and they love being sloppy with it. Kind of, it's almost like one of those things. Back in those days, I believe Germ or ID Labs used to do a lot of the production. So we're also gonna do Alt S. So we're gonna strum it a little bit. We're gonna accept that, and then we're gonna copy it over to the pad part. And let's just get that first. Let's find a good pad. We don't want to just use any pad. I like that. Okay, so that gives us room to get some dusty drums, man. And we're gonna use, I think I have a dope Jay Dilla kit. Got so much. Okay, I found the kit. It is the Rucker Collective Roots Kick. That's what we're gonna use to get that sound that we're looking for. On this one, since it's 92, same thing. The kick starts on the 1. But it's gonna be the 1 and the 3. So the gray area would be the 1, the red would be the 2, the gray again with 3, and then the red would be the 4. So we're gonna use that big kick, and then let's find. We're gonna layer this rim with that kind of snare for Mac. All right, and we're gonna put that right there to begin with. And let's go in and make the adjustments that we need. And this is I love making this because it just brings me back to kind of like sampling. So this is kind of like sampling without sampling, which is always cool. And we're gonna still work on some other things as well. So we got everything. Let's work on that kick. And right now we're just trying to find a good groove for the kick. Alright, so we got something, and then we're gonna change it up just a little bit on the way back. And then we're also going to go in and use kind of like a robust kind of hat like this. Yeah, one that takes up a lot of space. And then we're going to make sure we shift it about 22%. And then we're going to go in there and of course change up their velocity. All right. Always change up their velocity, give it just a realer feel. Play with them. Alright, so we got something nice going here. Let's go back and work on some more of that melody. I'm going to use all the sounds, remember, from Heat Up 3. So we could do something just cool with the guitar. And once you have your melody, you can just go in and just add on to it. Like, there's no reason to, overextend yourself. Be smart. And then I'm going to put it on a key for the guitar would be to put it on the third step. Okay, and also make sure, I always tell you helpers, make sure you're in A minor because this is definitely A minor. Hey, it's Mac Miller. Just you get it. It's coming along. Now we can open up an instance of Arcade, kind of add like a sample chop or something like that, and then put a bass line to it. And we're not going to use the 808. Of course, Mac Miller uses 808s. We're not going to use the 808. We're going to use a bass line, guitar bass line. So. Well, you know what? I promise you guys that we wouldn't use that. You're right. Let me go ahead and replace that with another instance of Heat Up 3. I can't cheat and use Arcade. I don't want to cheat on you guys. And it has vocals in Arcade. So I just got to use the Vox from Grind has. There we go. So let's look at one phrase that would work with Mac Miller. Heartless. Okay, I found whoa. So I turned it down just a little bit. So we're just gonna go in and then just use this in the background ever so slightly. You don't have to go crazy with it. And last but not least, we're gonna take a bass and put a bass line to it, and then we'll be done. You always want to look back at your scaler, make sure you know what key you're in. Of course, we know we're in A minor, but D, F, D fac, and that'll be the root notes for the bass, and we'll play with that. So we're gonna use D fac. You can just follow the root note if you ever want to kind of get a little jazzy with it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What's your favorite Mac Miller song, and do you like Heat Up 3's grind, as it emulates the sound of early Mac Miller and current Mac Miller if you go through the preset bank? So check out the video. I reviewed all the sounds, so check that out so you won't have to do that before you decide to buy. It's your boy Hollywood Floss, the worst producer of all time. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Rest in peace to Mac Miller, man. I just thought that we would use scalar, which we did, to get the chord progression going, and then use the sounds, and then make a cook-up video. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. The worst producer of all time, signing off.